just running a little low on faith. That's when I just gotta believe there's power and courage in me. And whatever happens, through good days and bad ones, I will stand and say, I can climb this mountain, I can brave the storm, I can be amazing, there's no telling now how far I'll go. When the standing saving, it starts with me, I know. So I will move, I will rise, I will choose, I will try to be my own superhero. I'll be a light in the dark. I'll do the right thing when it's hard. I'll reach out my hand if we start to drift apart.
Please stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance.
3, 2, 1.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Right hand in the air, on your heart, ready, begin. As a GBA student, I promise to be kind in all I say and do, to be safe at all times, to do my best at home, at school, and everywhere I go, because it's the right thing to do.
Good morning, GVA. Mr. Ruley here for the morning announcements on Friday, August 28th, 2020. Starting out today with This Week in History. In 1883, Krakatoa erupted. This is the largest recorded volcanic eruption in history. It sent ash 50 miles into the air. The crack of the initial boom there was heard over 3,000 miles away. It caused waves of 120 feet tall. It was absolute devastation there, and really a great sign of what nature, or the power that nature truly does have. Now, on a much lighter-hearted note here, in 1955, the Guinness Book of Records was printed. It was originally meant just to be kind of a fluff piece, almost more of a pamphlet to hand out to people for fun, but it quickly gained in popularity and became a bestseller and one of the most popular publications in history. All right, moving right along here. Mr. Gilson had a little message about washing your hands, and I just wanted to follow up with that. So make sure you are washing your hands to keep those germs off, to keep yourself clean, and keep yourself safe. Now, the most important thing when you're washing your hands here is to scrub. It's the scrubbing that really does the work there. So yes, it's nice if you get your hands wet. Yes, you need to use soap and lather up, but it is the scrubbing that really makes that big difference. So make sure that you're scrubbing for 20 seconds. That's about the time it takes to sing the ABC song or the birthday song twice, or hey, pick a song that you like, memorize 20 seconds of it, and that'll be a good key to keep in mind how long you need to be scrubbing your hands in order to stay clean. So let's make sure we're doing that. All right, as always, if you'd like to get your picture or video on our morning announcements, please go ahead and parent square Mrs. Delgado or email her directly at a.delgado@greatvalleyacademy.com. All right, another message here about doing your best. It's that work that we put in that really is going to help you learn best. So remember, learning isn't perfection. Hey, we all face those struggles, and that is a normal thing. If learning was easy, hey, it wouldn't be that worthwhile. Learning is supposed to be difficult. Now, if you're feeling a little bit frustrated with things, hey, that probably means that you're working through some things in order to learn. So hey, learning isn't perfection. Learning isn't just getting the right answer every single time. Learning is the work you put in order to stretch your thinking and become smarter tomorrow than you are today. So the most important thing you can do is just keep at it, keep trying, keep working through it, knowing that, hey, learning isn't perfection, and that's going to be okay. And also make sure at the end of the day, all that hard work gets recorded by submitting your work. So, all right, folks, let's make sure we do our best. All right, well, that's all for me today. I always want to remind you to be kind, have fun, do your best, and read every day. Take care, everyone.
Well, hello, GBA. I have a new section of this video for you. It's called The Hero Connection. And I have with us Mrs. Yaringano, that is a part of our community, and she has also been helping with the classrooms when the kids were little. She had 2 kids in GBS. She still has 1 daughter in GBA. And so I would like to introduce her to you. This is Mrs. Yaringano.
Hi, Ms. Delgado. Thank you so much for allowing us to share. Yes, my name is Kenny Arengano, and I'm the youngest of 12 siblings who currently reside in Peru. My mother passed away in 2010, and my father is currently 82 years old. They're in Peru, all of them.
Well, in Peru, Cristina, like Pepita from Peru. Well, you know what, Mrs. Yaringano, I know that besides being an amazing mom, you do so much in the community. And you also have your wonderful children. So please introduce your kids.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Delgado. Definitely, I'm a single mother of 3 wonderful and beautiful children. Christina, who is currently a GBA, who is a 10-year-old. A beautiful girl who wants to become an architect. Sean, who's a handsome 15-year-old with a goal of becoming an engineer. And my greatest blessing, Beckham, a 16-year-old man who wants to become a doctor. Beckham is my greatest supporter, my anchor, my cheerleader. When something is accomplished in my life, he cheers me up. Or when something goes wrong in my life, he cheers me up too. Say hi, children. Hello. Say hi. So maybe you guys want to meet them? So goodbye. So they're leaving. Thank you so much. Go ahead.
No, thank you for giving us this time with all your beautiful family. So now, Mrs. Yaringano, I would like for you to share about what you do for a living, and if you can share as well what you do in the community, that would be amazing.
Definitely. I am currently a nutritionist by profession, but I am also an entrepreneur because I believe that this way my children and I will have freedom of time and money. I come from a family who own traditional businesses in Peru. At some point, when I came to the United States, I forgot about this entrepreneurial spirit that my mother imparted to me since I was a little girl. Now I'm working in a project on how to run a business. Right now, you know how in an informational age is much easier than a traditional business. So definitely, it's something that I'm doing currently.
Wow, that is outstanding. And so now you also have been involved in the community in different ways. So can you please share about that?
Yeah, definitely. I like to, to really give back to the community because at one point the community gave to me so much when I arrived here 16 years ago from Peru. So currently I am a leader for a Voices Committee from Family Justice Center. This is a non-profit organization who devotes their time to help men and women who are going through difficult times, like domestic violence or many other types of abuse. Even they also help with immigration for people who are going through abuse and domestic violence. The reason I got involved in Family Justice Center is because I am a survivor of domestic violence. In addition, our children and I serve to a non-profit organization who raise money for human and traffic victims.
That's beautiful. Thank you for starting, Mrs. Yaringano. And, I see you as a role model for your family, as a role model for myself and the community, and I know that you're also putting yourself through school. So just briefly share with us.
Yeah, definitely. Education is a very important thing in life. When you get educated in many arenas, I believe that you can have many more choices in life. I've been in school, in Modesto Junior College for about, because when I arrived here, I only spoke Spanish, so I always thought that the best thing to get communicated and to have a good communication and get involved in the community, I need to learn the language. So it took me so long to learn English, but I'm going to graduate. This is my last semester at Modesto Junior College, and I'm going to graduate with my Bachelor of Medical Science. I believe, if I could show with examples to my children, they could do it too, and they could realize that things are possible, things could get done if you want to do it, Thank you.
Wow. I don't know how you find time, so you must be very, very organized. So thank you so much, Mrs. Jarigano, again, for your help in the community, for being who you are. I truly admire you, and I am going to actually take you to Peru. We have a little video that talks about the culture of your country, and I'm sure it won't make justice of the beautiful country that you have. But GVA families, enjoy, and vámonos.
Thank you, Mrs. Delgado. Thank you. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Today's country is Peru. Welcome to Peru. Sunny beaches, wild rainforests and magic mountains mean that Peru is a very exciting country to visit. Our world is made up of the sea and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 areas of land which are called continents. Peru is on a continent called South America. It takes about 13 hours to fly there from our country, the UK. People in Peru are called Peruvian. This is the Peruvian flag. In the middle, there are some pictures of things that are important in Peru. This is a picture of a vicuna. It is an animal. It's like a llama, a bit like a camel. Vicunas and llamas are very important in Peru. They are lovely animals. They are very friendly, but be careful. They sometimes might spit at people. The next picture is a cinchona tree. This is a special type of tree that grows in Peru. It can be used to make medicine. The third picture is a horn-shaped basket called a cornucopia. This one has coins coming out. Many years ago, people called the Incas lived in Peru. They lived high in the mountains and are sometimes called the Sky People. They built roads, made chocolate and invented many things, including panpipes. That is the musical instrument that you can hear now. The Incas built a city which you can still see today. It is called Machu Picchu. People sometimes say the lost city or hidden city because nobody had been there for hundreds of years. It is high up on top of a big mountain. It's so high that it's up in the clouds. Rainforest, huge rivers and mountains can make it hard to explore parts of Peru. The forests are so big that there are groups of people living deep in them who have never met anybody outside of their village. They've never seen a car, TV or phone. They are undiscovered in their own world. How exciting is that? Traditional Peruvian clothes are often made from bright colours and they wear lots of hats. That hat must be good from keeping the sun off of her face. Potatoes grow all over the world, but it is believed the first country to have them was Peru, spoken in Peru, but most people there speak Spanish. Spanish is a really useful language because it is spoken in lots of countries all over the world. To count to 3 in Spanish, you say 1, 2, 3. Time for you to try, nice and quietly. 1, 2, 3. Now, a little louder. 1, 2, 3. And now, shout it as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. To say friend in Spanish, they say amigo. Let's say it together. Amigo. Let's wave to all of our amigos here. Hello, amigos. Well, in Peru, they don't say hello. Instead, they say hola.
Hola.
Hey,
Hi, it's Mrs. Harrington with the first edition of the 2021 school year of Gems from Gems. I am coming to you from a secret location. Actually, it's not a secret location. I'm at school, and I know you can't be at school, so I decided I'm going to try to film these weekly Gems from a different spot on the campus. So I have ventured all the way from Mac House, room 6, out here. So where am I? I am out in the big yard, the field, and I'm headed over to the fence because that's one of my favorite places. It's happy to see all those sunflowers on the fence. So I'm going to go over there. And what I want to talk to you about is the fact that Gems from Gems is going to change a bit this year. I'm not going to ask for responses from you. I'm just going to ask you to enjoy the quote, think about the quote, and do with it what you will. If you want to send me an email saying, hey, I related to that and this is how, that's fine. But since we're not at school, we don't have the box, it's not as easy to compile the responses, I'm just going to let that go for right now. When we come back to school, we'll start that up again. So this week's quote, I posted it over on the sunflower fence. So let's walk over there. There's the fence, the lovely fence that we love. It's so beautiful. It says just breathe. Just breathe. What do I mean by that, just breathe? I mean it literally and figuratively. Breathing is a little bit difficult right now because we have masks we have to wear. Mine is off because I'm outside. So you need to go to a place and get some fresh air. I can't be outside because of the smoke, and you have to wear a mask because of COVID, but you can go inside and take some deep breaths and just relax and take it all in. You've worked really hard for 3 weeks. You've done a great job with 3 weeks of schoolwork. So just breathe in the figurative sense is just relax, take it all in. Just know that you've done a good job, you've worked hard, you've deserved where you are, and I want you to keep going. That's this week's quote, just breathe. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Hi GBA, this is Mrs. Patton. Welcome back to school. How are you feeling? Well, I want to encourage you today, for today's topic is acceptance. It's one of our 7 caring habits. Acceptance is being received as adequate or suitable. To be adequate means to be equal or enough. To be suitable means to be able, qualified, or satisfying. Why am I mentioning this? Well, I'm so glad you asked. Have you been feeling suitable or enough these days? Has life around you felt adequate or appropriate? Summer's not enough. And then we jump right back into school with these big changes. These changes cause all kinds of emotions. Everyone has to learn a new way. Don't give up. You are more than enough. You are accepted. You are suitable. And you are able to learn. You are qualified. The choice is yours. Where do you find your safe place and your strength? This is what I want to challenge you to do. I find my safe place with my beliefs, my quiet time, and with my family. Let's begin today the skill of smile, take a deep breath, and relax. Then get quiet and plan a new direction. I want to challenge you this week to find your safe place and your strength. Learn how to be calm. Reset yourself. Remember, we are walking step by step and day by day. Use the STAR process to begin to find your safe place. Feel free to email me at e.patton@greatvalleyacademy.com. I want to cheer you on. I'm praying for you. Remember to be patient with yourself, and see you next time.